It is a war of words on Twitter over a late president's book, which has the social media surfers riveted to the story. Siblings Abhijit and Sharmishta Mukherjee have indulged in a public spat on whether the fourth part of their father's memoir should be published. Former Lok Sabha MP Abhijit Mukherjee, in a series of tweets, asked the publishers to halt the publication of the book.
I, the son of the author of the memoir, the presidential memoirs, request you to kindly stop the publication of the memoir, as well as motivated excerpts which is already floating in certain media platforms without my written consent.
Congress leader Sharmishta Mukherjee, on the other hand, requested her brother Abhijit to not create unnecessary hurdles and respect their father's wish in publishing the book. The former president had actually left instructions that this volume of his memoir should only be published after his death. I, daughter of the author of the memoir, The Presidential Years, request my brother Abhijit not to create any unnecessary hurdles in publication of the last book written by our father. He completed the manuscript before he fell sick. The war of words did not stop here. Abhijit went on to say that he needed to go through the contents of the final copy of the memoir before it was published.
Since my father is no more, I, being his son, want to go through the contents of the final copy of the book before its publication, as I believe, had my father been alive today, he too would have done the same.
However, Sharmishta said the final draft contains former president's handwritten notes and the views expressed by him are his own. The final draft contains my dad's handwritten notes and comments that have been strictly adhered to. The views expressed by him are his own and no one should try to stop it from being published for any cheap publicity. That would be the greatest disservice to our departed father. However, Abhijit asked the publishers to immediately stop the publication till he goes through the content.
Therefore, I, being his son, request you to immediately stop its publication without my written consent till I go through its contents. I have already sent you a detailed letter in this regard which will reach you soon. Regards, Abhijit Mukherjee.
Sharmishta, while taking a dig at Abhijit, corrected her brother for not getting the name of the memoir right. By the way, bro, the title of the book is The Presidential Years, not The Presidential Memoirs. Pranab Mukherjee's revelations in his memoir have created quite a stir in the political circles. The former president blamed Congress chief Sonia Gandhi and UPA's Prime Minister Manmohan Singh for the 2014 Lok Sabha poll debacle. Mukherjee also claimed that many in the Congress preferred him over Manmohan Singh for the prime ministerial post. Dr. Mukherjee had also made a comparison between the two prime ministers he worked with, Manmohan Singh and Narendra Modi.
While Dr. Singh was preoccupied with saving the coalition, which took a toll on governance, Modi seemed to have employed a rather autocratic style of governance during his first term.
The resistance shown by Abhijit Mukherjee in all likelihood is politically motivated. He seems to be worried about his future prospects in Congress. In death as in life, Pranab Mukherjee is making headlines. This time through a book which is expected to reveal the state of the grand old party just before Narendra Modi rose to power at the centre. It should make for some interesting reading.